Are you living the life over here? Are you living the life over here? So I got chocolate milk, I got Doritos and Cheetos and a donut. Yep, living the life. For his age. Oh, there it is. Ata. Alright guys, you already know the deal. I've been talking about it. I'm wanting to tear this thing down and get it ready for paint. Get it prepped, get it sprayed, get it cleaned up. So this is my EP3. It's K24 swapped. It's on Honda version 3, TN suspension. It's been 5 lug converted. It's a complete car, complete interior, minus the cargo cover. Never got the cargo cover, Dan, thanks. It's in overall pretty damn good shape. It's got a Pioneer head unit in it. It has a 3-inch exhaust all the way out the back, a bunch of V-band stuff. It's got a pretty cool little, like, I forget what it's called, dolphin tailed or whatever, K-tuned muffler on it. I mean, it's got a cool look to it. What's up, Toby? It's on E85. I mean, it's an overall really nice car, man. The only problem with it is second gear is gone. There's no second gear. It's been like that since I got it. And the fact that the paint is like falling off of it all over the place. So this right here is basically the problem this car has. The roof, I think, is probably the worst spot because it has some surface rust on it. As you guys know, the front end of this car was in pretty bad shape as well. The headlights were shot. I recently tore the front end off of it. Did a little bit of body work here and there. Got it sprayed in primer white. This is only primer right here. And then we put a new set of headlights on it. All just to help with the appearance of this car. And now I think it's time to go ahead and tear this thing down, like I have already mentioned, and get it sprayed, get it cleaned up. But there's one thing that I have not mentioned to you guys, is that there is a reason why I'm doing this. Originally, I wanted to get it cleaned up and use it as my daily driver, but I got a pretty good... Alright, so we have already been here before. I've already had the front end of this car all torn apart. I've already got all those parts all body worked and primered. Now, as far as the back of this car, I've never had this rear bumper off, so I don't even know where to start. I'm just gonna start pulling screws or whatever. It looks like it's holding it on, and the taillights. I wanna take the taillights off. Hell, honestly, I can't even remember the last time I opened this hatch. Is there a latch on it? Cause I don't see one here. May as well open that, cause we're gonna pull the fuel door off as well. Is there a latch on this thing? Oh, there is. Oh, wow, look at there. And working shocks. Huh. Nice. Yummy. Really very, very yummy. Now, if you're thinking to yourself that most of that probably just went inside of the car, you're wrong. All right, you're right. You thought you can hide from me, huh, you son of a bitch? I found you. And your ugly little brother, too. Alright guys, got this thing into the spray booth last night, got it all disassembled, got it all pressure washed off and cleaned up as much as we can. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the sanding process, man. We have to get this entire thing sanded down. I need to find all the body damage. This thing doesn't have like any bad dents or anything to say, but it does have like door dings. So especially over here on this side, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it in the camera, but there's a bunch of little door dings right here. If I can get them. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it looks like this car sat in one place in a driveway and somebody parked next to it every day. They get off of work and they just come home like, I'm home, I'm home. Like, dude, there's just a bunch of little door dings right here. Anyhow, I gotta go around, mark those, find the places where we're gonna have to use a little bit of body filler to get this thing straight. And then all these areas where the paint is flaking off, I need to sand and kind of feather out, get it smoothened out, get rid of that hard lip that it all has, and then primer it. This is the point where basically if I was to record all this, it would just get repetitive because I have about 8 hours worth of sanding ahead of me. So I'm gonna do the best I can to make content out of doing the same thing for 8 hours. But we've been here before. I've already explained it to you guys. It's really hard. It's really hard to record and make a video whenever you're doing something like this for hours and hours and hours repetitively on end. So I'm just gonna get started. My goal for today is to get this ready for primer at least. If we can get some primer shot on it today, then we'll be doing pretty good, man. But I would like to take care of all the door dings, all the little spots that it has, and get the entire thing sanded to the point to where I can start getting it masked off. It's currently 10 o'clock in the morning, so got the whole day ahead of me. Let's get going. Alright, so I've been attacking this thing just a section at a time. I started off with the roof, got everything all sanded, smoothened out and stuff. Any low spots, like dents that I have found, I've been circling them. So like up here, there's a bit of a low spot right here. So I know that I need to come back to address that. And then I started with the quarter panel, got that all sanded, everything is scuffed, made sure like not to skip anything, bro. I don't want to have to come back for anything. So I got inside of the window really well, inside of the gas cap, the tail light, the wheel well. Remember, you want to sand every single little bit of it, bro. Anywhere that there's going to be paint, you want to make sure it's scuffed or else it's not going to stick. So I'm not removing glass and everything. I'm not removing doors and stuff from this car. If we were doing a full color change, I would do that. But we're also not doing the jam. So whenever you're not removing the glass and everything, you want to make sure, get it sanded really well back inside of there, because you want that paint to hold on for as long as it can. But yeah, roof, quarter panel, and then I moved on to the door. Same exact thing, got everything all sanded, not cutting any corners. I don't want to have to come back for anything. Making sure to mark any little low spots. So the door, as you can see, before you start sanding, man, you don't even realize how many like little dings and stuff are actually in something. But one here, that's 1, 2, 3, kind of a long slanted one, 4, and then this is like, it's not necessarily a dent, but there's kind of like ripples in it. So 5, there's a little dent here, 6, there's a crease here, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, I have already found 9, and I'm not even completely done. Well, I'm almost done with the car, but luckily those aren't like really bad. Like for the most part, high build primer would take most of those out. They're just little creases. I want to make sure to get it straight before I spray though. May as well put that little bit of extra time in right now while I can, because it'll make a huge difference in the outcome. Now this side is going to be the worst side. We have more paint flakage going on over here on this side than anywhere else. And this is the side that has all the little door dings that I talked about earlier. But yeah, this is pretty much all that I have left, is just this section and then the rear hatch. Well, I got my work area all cleaned up, got my trash taken out, got everything for the most part picked up and ready for tomorrow, so I can come out here and just get right back to it. What time did I start this morning? Like 9 o'clock? And it's 7:30 now, so it's about 10.5 hours. I did take a couple of breaks here and there, so anyhow, good solid day's worth of work. We got this entire thing all sanded down, and I did start on all the body work. As you can see, there is some areas where there's Bondo. Bondo's drying kind of slow because it is a little chilly out. By tomorrow it'll be good and hard. I got everything kind of smoothened out. I need to go over it and block sand it a little bit, and then we'll be able to hit this with some high build primer tomorrow, block sand it, and then I'll probably move it out and then start on all the body panels. But I also don't have any plastic. The only thing I have is paper, but I do need to go and get some plastic because I don't want to try to cover up the entire engine bay with this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, first thing in the morning, I'm gonna run to Home Depot, grab another box of plastic so we can cover all this area. Making pretty good progress, man. Got a lot done for one day. But anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do smash the like button. Peace, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.